And you know we in this thing. K.A. baby in this thing. Hey, what's happening, Big K.A.? We back in this thing. K too good, he sleep with a cutter up a throne. You know the big dog, he want a ton. We here to talk about Big Kentrell, NBA Youngboy. So reportedly, I don't know how factual this is. But reportedly, YBZ could be facing 10 years in prison for the federal gun charge. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he beat the first gun case. So I have some hope for him. Like, bro, nobody, there's a slight percent chance of you winning a case over the federal government or the government in general. Like, in places like Japan, I think they have like a 90-something% like conviction rate, which is fucking crazy. But like, the fact he won the first one, I was in awe of. I was clapping it up. So the fact he was going for this second one, I'm like, maybe. And like I've been a huge person in saying this. I've been one of the people saying this the whole time, with him being on house arrest. And yes, technically he is free, but him staying in Utah, him not being able to go anywhere, like the music is suffering a little bit. Everybody's like, we want the old YB, we want 2020 YB, 2021 YB. And from 2022 onward, in my opinion, the music has been suffering. What's that song called? That project. Richest Op was decent. I feel like he kinda had a few songs that were reminiscent of, but like again, and I don't hate all of the stuff he dropped, like this is not a song, it's from my supporters, or letter to Big Dump, or whatever. Like certain songs like that he done really good on. Certain features he's done well on. But as a whole, especially like the bodies of work, I feel like, bro, like they've suffered, because like the YB, and not to say I don't want people to grow, and I know he's married and shit like that, but like certain stuff I feel like could be better, could be produced better. But a lot of these albums, like, what was the album, like I Rest My Case, whatever that album was, when he was on his emo shit and he was having a snowball fight with his fans, from that album onward I was like, gang, I don't know what's going on over here, but this ain't it. But anyways, anywho, let's here to talk about his 10 years. But yeah, if he did get off house arrest and he was able to be outside in the free world, I feel like the music would come back to form. But anyways, YB is expected to enter a guilty plea. It's no secret that NBA Youngboy has dealt with his fair share of legal issues in the recent months. Earlier this year, he was arrested in his Utah home for his role in an alleged prescription drug fraud scheme. Oh yeah, I remember that. It was basically saying, I believe, we all know YB be on some shit. That's why I believe he's so fucking sick. I feel like he got way more skinnier than before. Like, this nigga be sipping on some shit, maybe taking some shit. But basically, they said something along the lines of, like, him and his people was lying about prescriptions so they could get drugs. He could be around drugs. He's not. I believe that's part of his probation. He should be taking drugs. Unless if it's hospital, like, prescribed, he's allowed to have that shit. But, of course, he can't take that shit recreationally. That's why when that one picture did happen, when he was like on the floor and his face was full of drugs or whatever, I'll probably link that video at the end of this video, because I used it as a thumbnail. Like, niggas was concerned. I was fucking concerned, but I felt like he was doing it for attention. You know, he deletes his IG, brings it back. He be doing all that shit, right? But yeah, apparently they saying he was involved in that shit. Now again, at the time he was already on house arrest, awaiting trial for a federal weapons charge. This charge stems from a 2020 music video shot in his hometown of Baton Rouge, where police allegedly found him in possession of a 9mm handgun and a 45 caliber Glock. Now, like I said, I understand he is a felon and he should not be around weapons. I get that. But at the same time, like, if you're doing a music video and you're rapping about certain aspects, you might want the prop to display that. Now, it's different from being real and being props. Now, sometimes you might have the guys in the video, they got it on, you know what I'm saying? That can't be my fault. Yes, you shouldn't be around there, but at the same time, it is a music video. It's like, you can make the case. He's considered a felon and barred from possessing guns due to a 2016 shooter. Was this the one when he was hanging out the window that he said he was out there trying to get some revenge for his cousin Boozilla? is that the situation they are talking about? Anyways, now according to WAFB, he intends to enter a guilty plea in his federal gun case. In his federal gun case, and have it transferred from Baton Rouge to Utah. Reportedly, YB's attorney Drew Fiddling, sorry, I was fucking up his name. Fiddling filed the paperwork on his behalf earlier this week. He's likely requesting a transfer for convenience as he's facing various charges in both Cache County and Weber County. Once the case is transferred to Utah, YB must continue with the guilty plea. Per the outlet, if he doesn't, the case will be moved back to Louisiana. Reportedly, he could potentially face up to 10 years behind bars, as well as fines and a period of supervised release. Of course, it remains to be seen exactly what happens in YB's case, which could end up working out more favorably for the 24-year-old. I can't believe this nigga 24. Like, it's like this nigga been around for so long. Anyways, news of his expected guilty plea also arrives just days after Chief Judge Shelley. Okay, why y'all people gotta stop naming people with the last name of the male reproductive appendage. Like, niggas can't be saying this shit on YouTube. But anyways, Shelley D agreed to postpone the case. This would allow higher courts to weigh in on it and provide guidance for applying federal gun laws to it. That made no fucking sense. What do you think of NBA Youngboy's reportedly intending to enter a guilty plea for his federal weapon? See, now what was his other case? So the first one, I believe the suspended sentence, the one they caught his ass for apparently, like, he was hanging out the whip when Boozilla passed. If you don't know who Boozilla is, that's his cousin, and he passed away. I don't know at the time if he was like TBG, Top Boy Gorilla, you know, Fredo Bang, the real G Money and all that. I don't know exactly, but because he had a suspended sentence, he could have got a lot of years, but he didn't give it to him. And then he really turned up in the rap scene, and he got as popular as he did. He got as popping as he did. So with that being said, I don't know how long that one was, but like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, YB got a lot of cases, and he's got a lot of help, and he's been blessed. Again, makes great music. I know motherfuckers, but hey, great music. I love his Pain records. I ain't gonna lie. I was bumping some old YB today during the workout. Yo, that shit was hitting. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna, like, he was doing too much, bro. Especially I fuck with YB. And again, the fact he beat the first one, you gotta give it to him. But honestly, bro, I don't want him in jail. Of course, I love him as an artist. I love the music, even though I personally have not been as into his music as of late than past years. I still like him as an artist. I would like him out here, but like, YB, the same like Kodak Black and other people who just keep getting in trouble all the time. Like, you just gotta chill out and sit down, my nigga. Again, I get it. He got famous young, like 17, 18. He really blew up around that time. He's a young kid. You from the hood, you know. And again, like I said, the music video shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to say you did not break the rule, but I get it in the sense of, bro, if I'm in a music video, I'm talking about Tex and Max and all this other shit, all this open artillery and weaponry. Of course, I might have somebody in the video holding it. Now, y'all could have got props. Now, if y'all had the real thing and you ain't supposed to be around people like that, it is what it is. But at the same time, bro, if I've been in situations where motherfuckers try to take my life, and these are my mans from the mud, and they got it on them, like, this my man from the mud, he got it on him, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of the time when I do these videos, and I'm going to get back on YB. I know I'm talking broad, but I always say, like, don't get me wrong. I don't condone motherfuckers, like, taking people's lives and shit. But at the same time, like, bro, if I come from a place where I was doing some shit where my life was on the line every day, I can understand why a person, even though now you a musician, you going to have, you know, the Glockiani on you. You know what I'm saying? I understand that aspect. And don't get it wrong. If we get into a situation, I got it on me, a motherfucker try to take me because we had some prior beef before I got famous, and I got it on me, hey, listen, I'm blowing, I'm staying alive, I got to get home to my family. That's, a lot of people always be there like, my career is my passion. Oh, this is my passion. Your family, your passion. Well, if that is the case, you have a responsibility, and a lot of people don't see this. As they get older, they probably see this. You have a responsibility. Everybody's responsibility, whatever race you is, whatever have you, is to make it home to your loved ones every day. So, hey, at some point, even though you're doing some fuck shit that I don't condone, you trying to make it to your family at the end of the day. I get that. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world. A lot of wicked, a lot of evil in this world. But like, again, man, YB, you've been given a lot of chances. The amount of time you've been on house arrest and you was beefing with niggas has been crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know about this one. I think he might get locked up for this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we'll see what happens again. I don't want him to get locked up, but I don't know how this is gonna go. What do y'all think? Comments down below, links in the description. Besides all that, friendly neighborhood cat A sign out for today. Black TJ there while they're doing this thing. Name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, try and hit a little bit more. By the way, got a second channel. Check it out. Called Quasimodo. Alright, I'm gone. Aight.